we're here to turn your source material into, well, potent insights you can actually use. Today, we're looking at something called BlastZooka from the Home Biz Joe YouTube channel. Found this in your sources. But look, it's not just about this one tool. We're using BlastZooka as a kind of case study. We're going to extract the core claims, the mechanics behind it, who they're actually targeting. The goal is to give you a sharper way to look at any offer promising, like quick, cheap online exposure. Because let's face it, that digital marketplace is fierce.
Absolutely. And offers like BlastZooka, you see them everywhere, especially in that whole make money online space. So today we're trying to get past just the sales pitch. We'll look at what's offered, sure, but also how it's positioned, the language they use, the assumptions they're making, critically analyzing it, against how things really work out there. It's about helping you spot the real value versus just, well, clever words.
Right. And BlastZooka, it immediately zeroes in on a very specific pain point, something lots of online marketers feel. The source kicks off asking, are you sick of weak solo ads that cost a fortune and deliver nothing? Now, for anyone maybe less familiar, solo ads, that's usually when you pay someone to email their list with your offer, often in a specific niche. It's such a common frustration, isn't it? Pouring cash into ads and getting clickets. It happens a lot when you're trying to get noticed online.
It really does nail that frustration, that constant hunt for advertising that works and doesn't break the bank, especially when it's so crowded. But, for this deep dive, we have to acknowledge something. Promising to fix that, that's way easier than actually delivering the fix. The make money online niche, especially, well, it's full of offers that sound amazing, precisely because people are desperate for good traffic. So we need to dissect not just the problem they frame, but the reality of, like, traffic quality, how responsive lists really are, conversion rates, especially with these low-cost, high-volume things. Not all traffic is the same quality. Figuring that out is key.
Okay, so that's the problem they're hitting on. What's the solution BlastZooka proposes? It's pretty bold. They call it the ultimate email blaster that sends your offer to 5,000 opportunity seekers plus buyers for less than $10. No. Under $10 for 5,000 people. That jumps out immediately. And the promise is real exposure, real clicks, real fast. One blast, 5,000 eyeballs, and your link in the mix. It creates this picture of instant impact, right? But when you hear real fast and less than $10, well, your analytical radar starts going off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. Connecting that to the bigger picture, getting real exposure, real clicks for basically pocket change, it's incredibly tempting, especially for anyone in that make money online world. It feeds right into that constant urgent need for traffic, for leads, the lifeblood of online business. It's presented like a magic shortcut to those inbox hungry prospects. But the critical question is always, what does real mean here? Real exposure, real clicks. And is that price sustainable for quality traffic? Usually in this industry, there's a link between price and quality. That holy grail of cheap, targeted traffic. It usually needs a closer look.
That promise, 5,000 eyes, less than $10, that's the hook for sure. But the big question for any smart marketer is always how. So let's pull back the curtain a bit. How does BlastZooka say it delivers this instant traffic? It mentions a rotator-powered broadcast system that drives instant traffic from massive email blasts. Okay, now we're getting into the nuts and bolts.
Right. Rotator-powered broadcast system. So what that usually means is they have one big traffic source here, an email list, they say 5,000 plus subscribers, and they share access to it among several advertisers. The Type 10 link rotator part means your link is supposedly one of only 10 being shown to that list, maybe sequentially, maybe some other way. A crucial technical point, though, it's not just that there are 10 links, but how they rotate. Is it truly even? Or weighted somehow? How often do people see the same ads? In our experience, how well these work often comes down to how fairly that rotation actually spreads the clicks. And, importantly, are they preventing ad fatigue on that list? Especially to see similar offers all the time. The source makes it sound easy for the user. All you do is submit your link, we handle the blast. Sounds great, but you should always be a bit wary of the black box nature of these automated traffic things.
Yeah, that done-for-you angle. Just give us your link, we do everything else. It sounds incredibly simple, super appealing, no writing copy, no designing ads, no messing with targeting. But for people really serious about marketing, hands-off can sometimes mean, well, less control, right? Less chance to optimize. From your perspective, what are the potential downsides when a service promises to handle everything, especially something as critical as the first impression your offer makes?
Exactly. And they do specify 5,000 plus strong subscriber base and focus on the make money online niche. Those are important details, absolutely. It suggests targeted traffic, not just random clicks. They position the audience as opportunity seekers plus buyers. So people actively looking for ways to make money online. which on paper sounds perfect. But a deep dive makes you ask, okay, how fresh is that list? How engaged are those 5,000 people? Is it actively managed, cleaned regularly, genuinely responsive, or just a big list they built up over time? The quality of the list, not just the size or niche, is what determines if those clicks are real and might actually convert.
Okay, and here's where it gets interesting. BlastZooka really takes a shot at competitors. It criticizes what it calls most rotators, saying they overload your link with hundreds of others and barely send a trickle of traffic. That's a direct hit. It speaks to a common fear, I think. So how big of a problem is this overloading in reality? And how is BlastZooka positioning itself differently with this power not crumbs idea?
Well, that power not crumbs line, it's their main differentiator. They're tackling that fear head on. They specifically say they limit each and every blast to only 10 links. That's a big contrast to the hundreds they mention elsewhere. Their argument is simple. Fewer links means every spot gets serious visibility in front of 5,000 real people. They're saying, we're not sharing crumbs, we're splitting the pie 10 ways. It's a very appealing idea, more focused exposure, a better shot at getting noticed. I mean, in a world where you're fighting for clicks, being one of 10 sounds way better than being one of 100, right? But again, the actual power depends entirely on those 5,000 real people. How good is that pie they're splitting? A small slice of a stale pie, still crumbs.
Right, they're really hammering that focused visibility point, splitting the pie just 10 ways. But how does that claim of more exposure actually stack up against, say, other traffic sources? Maybe ones that cost more but are more established. Beyond just the rotator, what else does BlastZooka put forward to convince people this is, a genuinely better mousetrap?
Well, for someone really looking for real exposure, real engagement, and a chance to convert, but who doesn't have a huge budget, the benefits they list are pretty compelling. The broadcast to 5,000 plus for under $10, that's the headline grabber. Then, opportunity-seeking audience plus buyers that targets the niche precisely. Done-for-you traffic and fast delivery blasts go out weekly. That suggests it's easy, consistent, and quick. It's this mix. Affordability, targeting, convenience. It's exactly what many people in this space are looking for. But for our deep dive, we have to ask, okay, what's the benchmark for real engagement here? What proof, beyond the promise, shows that this tuned for power rotator actually works better than other options?
So with all these features, cheap, targeted, hands-off, who is this actually for?
Yeah.
Who's the ideal customer for BlastZooka? The source is pretty clear on this. It lists affiliates who need fast clicks, list builders who want daily opt-ins, product creators who want launch traffic, and then basically anyone in the make money online world needing eyeballs now. It's very specific. It maps out that whole ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm struck by how precisely they define that audience. It's all within the make money online world. It's not a scattergun approach at all. It shows they really understand the often urgent needs of people in that space, like an affiliate needing quick clicks, a list builder wanting daily signups, a product creator needing that initial launch boost. BlastZooka presents itself as the quick answer, focusing laser-like on opportunity seekers and buyers in just this niche that's smart marketing. But our deep dive perspective makes us think about, well, the long-term health of a list that's constantly hit with new make money online offers. How do you keep it responsive? How good is the buyer intent really when they're also opportunity seekers getting bombarded with similar stuff?
Okay, so let's bring it all together. The source sums up the whole deal pretty concisely. It says, you get your link rotated in a 10-link max blast to 5,000 plus subscribers delivered to opportunity seekers plus buyers that are hungry for offers, all for under $10. And then adds, no fluff. No hidden fees. It comes across as very straightforward, very direct. They really want to project transparency.
That summary hits all the key selling points we've talked about. The specific audience, the big reach promise, the super low price, the limited rotator for better visibility. And that no fluff, no hidden fees line. That's a direct play for trust. It's meant to calm those common fears about online offers having hidden costs or confusing terms. It tries to build confidence right away with this image of simplicity, which is smart in a market where people are often skeptical. But, real transparency usually goes beyond just saying no hidden fees. It often involves things like clear metrics, maybe case studies, some kind of track record you can verify.
And then it wraps up with a really strong call to action. Uses scarcity, promises speed. It's powerful stuff. It says, spots are limited only 10 per blast. When a blast fills, we start the next one. Simple as that. And Danny, if you're seeing this page, there's still room, but not for long. That language definitely creates urgency. It makes you feel like you need to jump on it now. It's classic marketing psychology, right? Playing on FOMO, fear of missing out. Designed to get you to click buy immediately.
Oh, absolutely. That ending, with the spot's limited scarcity and the hit 5,000 inboxes tomorrow speed, it's textbook psychological persuasion. Especially in the make money online field, that desire for fast results is huge. So urgency triggers like FOMO work really well. But looking at it analytically, you always have to wonder if that pressure gives you enough time to actually think it through. To do your due diligence, real value usually doesn't disappear overnight. And a proper deep dive means asking if that urgency mostly benefits the seller, pushing for a quick decision before you fully evaluate the offer's real potential, the typical ROI, or even just check out the source providing the traffic. That's simple as that line. It sounds easy, but it also kind of discourages asking more questions, doesn't it?
So after dissecting all of this, what does it really mean for you, the listener, trying to make sense of offers like BlastZooka? We've unpacked its big promise, getting your offer in front of 5,000 plus make money online prospects for less than $10. We saw how it tries to stand out with that limited 10-link rotator, aiming for better visibility than weak solo ads or crowded rotators. But we've also poked at the claims, looked at the mechanics, and considered the realities behind these kinds of offers.
Exactly. So when you come across any offer, not just this one shouting about instant traffic or thousands of eyeballs for pennies, it really pushes us to think more critically. Forget the price tag for a second. How important is the proven effectiveness of the actual mechanism, like this 10-link rotator, in this specific niche? What does guaranteed visibility even mean if your real goal isn't just eyeballs, but actual engagement, maybe even sales from your ideal customer?
Yeah.
And how do you, as a smart marketer, actually check the real quality, the responsiveness of that opportunity-seeking audience they're promising? Those are the deeper questions. They're what separate a tempting promise from a result you can actually rely on.
Absolutely. Those are the kinds of questions that make this a deep dive, right? Trying to navigate this exciting but sometimes confusing world of online marketing and getting seen. We really hope this breakdown is giving you some sharper tools for looking at offers like BlastZooka and understanding how they position themselves in this very competitive digital space. Until next time, keep digging deeper.